Sensei called her bluff. Sensei called Iori's bluff. Lick my feet, and he didn't even hesitate. There's like this whole like mind canon that I have going on where like way back there when they first ran to Iori, and she literally said the same thing, lick her feet. He was way back there going, yes, and then like everything resolves, and he's like, damn it. And then later on, when he goes to the actual academy, and the moment she says that, like something triggered in his mind. Yes, now I can finally do that. And he goes after it. And then literally afterwards, when they're in the train and everybody's upset, he's over there going, yes, I got it. We can always go back. Don't worry, guys. We can always go back. It's too goofy. It is way too goofy. And his response to that whole thing was just priceless. It's so priceless. But yeah, we got quite a few cameos in this episode. I love seeing Koharu and her just sitting there looking at some pervy comic and looking around at everybody. I like how everybody's like walking literally right past her, and she's sitting there looking around like, who's looking at me? It's like she's not even responding to the persons that are like right in front of her. And yeah, in addition, we had Midori and Momoi. I was a little bit sad that they're just like literally like a brief like image in his mind, and that was it. I was really hoping that they'd be actually running around, but it is what it is. At least we got a cameo. But yeah, episode 11 of Blue Archive, really fantastic episode. Looks like it is pretty much the highest ranked episode of the entire series. And again, probably chop that up to the whole scene with Iori. Like, it's that simple. You give us a foot licking scene, not really a licking, like he went all on it. And suddenly it's the best rated episode ever. But yes, there's a lot in here that I found very interesting. Once again, unfortunately, really bad translations for the global version that I'm being able to check out, but hopefully when it actually gets the official English release, I'm not sure if they're doing a better job. I haven't gone back there and checked to see if they fixed a lot of the issues, but hopefully it all gets fixed there. But again, we have the game to cross-reference to check out what they're actually saying half the time. I seen somebody making a comment about how they were censoring what Iori told Sensei to say, to lick her feet or lick her boot. And I'm like, no, I think it just chop it up to the fact that they suck. They're just really bad. Not unreadable like Yuzuki Family's Four Sons originally was, but it's pretty close to that. But let's dive into it, opening up with Arona and her unfortunately still being useless. I like how, like, when it first opened up this entire series, Arona was, like, made out to be this, like, database of all information, and she's the thing that can fix everything. And the one time he finally relies on her, she can't do anything. I need you to locate her phone. Yeah, I accessed the General Student Council's network, but no luck. Bummer. Okay, cutscene. It's like, I feel bad. It's like they're just completely underutilizing her, like, whatsoever. So, anyways, yeah. He gets the map left for him. He goes to visit Black Suit. We finally given him a name besides him being from Gematria and the flaming face guy that I was calling him. His name is Black Suit. Now, a couple interesting things was brought up in this scene. Obviously, the big one being, what are they doing with Hoshino? And he explains it, again, it's a little weird in the actual translation. He was kind of saying something to the effect as he was taking part in some mimicry to test her mysterious aspect, which I already knew based on the previous episode. He's talking about mystic. And he specifically says that this aspect is fears. And that's pretty much it. Says that she's in the Kaiser PMC base. They want to test subject to see if it applies to all living students and wants them to give up. In the game, he specifically says Mimesis has shown them the dark side of what Mystic is capable of, terror. So again, they're applying this aspect of Mystic, which is, I'm guessing again, based on the game itself, is one of the elements that characters can have, is terror. Like it's some sort of terror element. He says now they shall see if the same is true for living student through experiment. So I'm guessing they're applying the Mystic aspect to her, which I guess that makes sense. In the previous episode, they were bringing her there because she was the most talented, but it said, I think at the time then, mystic of Kavotos. So, again, I'm not sure if they're implying that she was already a mystic, or if they're now applying mystic to her. But he said if she produces results, they'll move on to the wolf god. I'm guessing a wolf god being a boss or something like that, some big monster. I don't think at this point in the anime have they shown any other type of monsters or beasts or whatever, just mainly students and again, Sensei and these corporation leaders. He says, though, even that doesn't seem to be a feasible option at this point. So that's pretty much it. That was a very quick little jab in there, exactly what they're doing. Again, it seems like they are, from what I'm understanding, applying a mystic element to her, again, because she's so talented. And if they can apply it to her, then great, the experiment is a success. he even said that when they first meets him, he's like, this is what we do. Gematria, that's what they do. They just do exploration, they do research, observation. And so I guess being able to apply this to Hoshino as an experiment or to this wolf god is what they're looking to do. But I do find it funny that the moment that Sensei's like, nope, I'm not going to give up, he's like, okay, what can you do? I guess I'll have to give up. She's over at this place. Later. Good talking to you. It really does seem like he doesn't want to be in conflict with Sensei. Like, Sensei is in a position, I mean, even at some point in the conversation, he does technically say that you have the capability of being the leader of Kavotos. You have the capability of having all the power that you want, which technically would make sense if he was sent by the student council. It does seem like they have all the power here. I guess the implication there is that he has the potential of being the lead of that, which would be the lead of the entire area. But it's still kind of interesting. He just like completely gives up like, well, if you're against me, then peace out. Now, yes, I think the overall conversation between the two of them was very shrug. This is very bog standard. What does an adult actually need to do for their children? Like, oh, these are kids. They're being exploited. That's the whole reason why Sensei's there, and he's fighting back. He's like, everybody keeps ignoring the pain of these students. These students are going through so much pain, and everybody's exploiting them and not helping them, and I want to be the one that actually helps them. I want to help them. Well, why'd you want to do that? You could have everything. You adults, what we do, we exploit the children. We exploit the weak. If there's something that's needed, water is needed, we give it to them at a high price. We make laws and everything to restrict people. That's what adults do. And he's like, no, the adults help the kids. So it's that whole thing, shrug. I mean, it works perfect for a game where you're the teacher, you know, raising the students, is that you have the character that is wanting to protect the smiles. I mean, the question mark of, well, why do you want to help them? It's like, well, because they're cute. Like, what else? What other reason do you need? Like, what are you doing? Well, we're researching to see if this mystic talent can go into the wolf gods. Yeah, and what is a wolf god? A wolf god. Yeah, not cute. Not a cute girl. It's like, wolf god putting mystic in it, saving the cute girls. Which one sounds more life-fulfilling to you? Yeah, I got my answer. Anyways, there was another little tidbit they threw in there, which is sort of equating the two of them. Because yes, the question mark is, once again, this is a area, at least, that is full of animal people and a bunch of cute anime girls with animal ears and elf ears and halos. So what exactly makes Sensei look like a normal human? Sensei stands out. Yeah, and even the black suit, and I would assume maybe underneath his helmet, this Kaiser PMC leader guy, they're not normal. In comparison to what we're seeing in this area, they're not normal. They're mostly in this area, again, animal people and cute skullgirls with halos. So he points out that they are much the same as Sensei. That Black Suit himself and Gematria, we are much the same as you. They're outsiders. And the way that he puts it specifically, at least in the game, is that we are enigmatic beings just like you. Which is specifying like mysterious beings or whatever from the outside of unknown origin. So again, it kind of implies the idea that this is normal. Like this area, everybody in it, to us watching the show, where it looks weird because, again, cute anime girls with halos and elf ears and animal ears. But in this world, they are normal. And then now Sensei, who is, to us humans, normal, is being put into it. He's the one that's unnormal. Which, yes, is kind of shocking because everybody kind of responds to him being pretty normal looking. Nobody freaks out like, oh my gosh, why don't you have elf ears? But again, it kind of implies, and maybe possibly adults in general, or just specifically Sensei and the black suits, Gematria, maybe even Kaiser, the Kaiser PMC director, that they're enigmatic beings. So very curious to kind of bring that up. And again, even Black Suit really wants to work with him. Like, okay, you're just like us. We're going to exploit this stuff. We have the power. Join us. No, ain't going to happen because cute anime girls. And it kind of solves it that way. So very, very cool little scene. Like I said, just kind of implanting the mystery of Sensei, at least, or at least the Gematria's origins, getting into what they're after. Again, possibly implanting Mystic into Hoshino or drawing it out. Whether way, again, I think it's implanting. But yeah, very, very interesting little setup there. And like I said, he just basically says, shrug, okay, you don't want to work with us. I can't stop you, so I guess we'll give up. Peace out. I'm out of here. And that's pretty much the solve for there. So again, after that, it's pretty much just okay, we have to infiltrate this PMC place, so we gotta gain allies. Now, I will admit, it's pretty obviously going the route of, you know, everybody is declining them, and they're like, crap, we got to do it ourselves. But, you know, every single one of them is going to show up at the end. We're going to have, like, this big battle in the PMC place. And then out of nowhere, there's the problem solvers, and there's Trinity, and there's, you know, Gehenna. Everybody shows up suddenly out of nowhere to help them out. So it seems pretty obvious that's the route it's going. But, yeah, I got to create a little bit of tension of everybody saying no to them immediately, which is fine. But, like I said, going to Gehenna was fantastic. I like how they first go in there to see Akko, and you have Chinatsu shows up and then immediately has to leave again. And no, it was the fact that Shiroko took Sherika's tea and just give it to Chinatsu, and Sherika's like, but that's my tea. It's just really cute. So, yeah, and then, yes, obviously Sensei going to Iori, licking her feet. That was, again, probably scene of the entire season, just out of nowhere. Just no holding back, just do something completely crazy. But yeah, that was fantastic. Again, seeing Trinity School, I'm sad they didn't show Mika. But yeah, having, you know, Hifumi showing them around, get to see Koharu for a brief moment. And then, yes, seeing the tea party, which, again, it's translation, it seems like they're trying to go for this psych out happening. But in the anime, specifically saying, you know, look, we can't, we got this whole treaty that we're trying to pass. Give me some time. And then that's pretty much that. Now, the whole scene with the... I like how they go to the location where the problem solvers is on the map. If you ever need anything, come here. This is where our office is. I knew it. The moment they were standing there and there was like some kind of play set behind them, like, it's totally the play set. They're inside there. Sure enough, there's like a little sign there. Where the heck are they? They're problem solvers is down bad. Problem solvers is down bad. They're working out of a playground. I get to see them like having some like meeting they're having, and then suddenly some random kid just walks in and they have like guns all over the sides of the inner workings of that. Anyways, that was dorky. But yeah, again, another case of it, some odd translations here. They finally run into them with the ramen shop, and they're specifically saying that the reason why, or at least they're trying to egg, or at least Mutsuki's trying to egg her into, like she typically does, egg her into joining, is because, yes, the ramen shop is in Abydos. So if she helps Abydos to get, you know, Hoshino back and stop the PMCs, she helps the ramen shop. So that was the whole idea there of saying, doing it for a mere, you know, bowl of ramen. It's for Abydos, I'm assuming. But that was kind of cute. Mutsuki, I guess, unfortunately, for once, didn't win in that scenario. But again, they're kind of changing things a little bit here. But no, like I said, I really like the fact that they're talking to him. He's got his new cart. He's kind of feeling like he's going back to the old days when he used to have a cart and everything like that. Talking about how everybody wants his ramen. And then, like I said, showing Midori and Momoi. I hate that they didn't at least have their voicing there, but it was super cute seeing them. Again, they're one of my favorites. They're just way too much fun in the game itself. Just one of them just constantly playing games while they're in the combat field and getting angry and shooting things. It's just way too fun. So I was hoping to see a little bit more of them. I guess since they're not a part of Gehenna or Trinity or Problem Solvers, we probably won't see them in the next episode, but who knows? Maybe they might just randomly show up. But it was a cute episode. I enjoyed it. Again, a little bit of insight into possibly Sensei, look into the black suits, and again, just some fun shenanigans afterwards. So looking forward to the big rescue mission. Again, that would be technically the final episode, I believe, because I think there's 12 episodes. So looking forward to that. So hope you guys enjoy this video. As always, if you did, make sure that like button down below, comment, let me know if you saw the episode. Additionally, if you're new to the channel, make sure that subscribe button, skip my content. I need reviews, first impressions, top list. If it's anime, it's pretty much here. Additionally, if you like this content and you want to support the channel more, I have Patreon link, tips, links, sub links, membership button below. Greatly appreciate it, but it does. And y'all take care.